Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is straight out of Boston, or aka the King of Boston, and today we're back with episode 23 of the Detroit Pistons Association. And today we are playing the Brooklyn Nets. Yes, the same team that we closed out against last year. We're actually going to close out against this year. Now, this is not the last regular season game, but like this is probably game. I can't say for sure, but it'll say in the title. I'm gonna guess like 77 or 76. And I swear the rest of the games are against teams that I've already played this year, like in videos. I mean, I was amazed. So I decided I'd post this the last regular season video for this series, at least for year 2. And then we'll do a probably like a year 2 recap or something. I'm not really too sure if I should do a video going over stats and stuff for the regular season and looking at playoff matchups. I'm not really too sure if I'll do something like that. We might just go straight into the playoffs. Let me know if you want to see something like that. I'll just go over league leaders, award winners, stuff like that. I can get it out quickly or something. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I do want to talk about one thing before I kind of get into this gameplay now. So once again, like I said, we are going up against the Nets, closing out the season for the second straight year. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm trying to, I try not to play the same team twice or whatever, even though I've done it like 3 times now. But the Cavs, I wanted to play twice because they had Chris Paul this year. The Sixers, I unintentionally played twice. I didn't know I played them in year 1. And the Nets, I mean, you know, it was them or like the Heat or like some other team that I played this year. So I decided I'd go against them since I haven't really played them since last year. But anyway, so what I want to talk about quickly, very quickly, because I want to announce this in a sports video, because I know none of you guys are gonna, you know, watch like a regular old video that's not like one of my main series or whatever. I just want to say that I did get Call of Duty Black Ops 2 probably like a little under a month ago, probably like 3 weeks ago. And like I play it once in a while. I have one gameplay kind of like saved on my hard drive. It's not like a full gameplay. It's just like I think it's like 1 kill streak or something that went on for a while that lasted like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, so I could use for a short video. And I actually do have a topic I want to talk about, so I'm just announcing right now, because if I post a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 video and I don't say what it's going to be about, no one's going to watch it. So I'm going to say what it's going to be about right now. I'm going to give my thoughts on the Lance Armstrong situation because I have very strong opinions about that situation. I am an avid cycling fan, which I think a lot of people are, they're just being very ignorant about the situation at hand, calling him a liar, cheater, stuff like that. I'm not going to get into it too much, but as a cycling fan, I'm going to give my perspective on the situation from what I've learned about the sport of cycling. My dad, you know, my father has gotten me into it since I was, you know, 5, 6 years old, and I followed it ever since. I watched many of Lance's tour victories. I really started to get into it around 2003, 2004. And, you know, which was when I turned like 7 or 8. I was around that age. So, anyway, you know, I have strong opinions on it, and I feel like I need to get them out there to share I think it's the best way to share my opinion on it instead of trying to tweet it out or something like that. So if you guys, you know, care for my opinions on that, watch that video. I'll try to put it in the title so that the people who don't watch this video will kind of understand what that video is going to be about. But I feel like if I just post a regular Black Ops 2 commentary, no one's going to watch it if I don't kind of explain what the video is going to be about. So I suggest watching it, guys. You know, like I said, I'm a huge cycling fan. I know more than I'd probably say 99% of Americans about the sport, because it's very unpopular in North America, and a lot of people who aren't avid cycling fans, who really only followed it back when Lance Armstrong was doing well and when Floyd Landis won in 2006, even though he got stripped of it, you know, people who aren't following the sport too heavily don't really understand the situation, and I'm going to go over that situation in that video. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I did get Black Ops 2, and if I get gameplays or whatever, you know, good games or something, I'm not too good at the game. I also, like, kind of have an aggressive playstyle, which kind of like prevents me from getting, you know, low death gameplays a lot of the time, just because I'm not that good or whatever. But anyway, when I do get a gameplay, I'll save it on my hard drive and save those gameplays for kind of videos like that, which I want to talk about, something that's really unrelated to, you know, anything else or whatever, like, you know, none of my series or anything. So anyway, let's get into the gameplay now. So you can see CJ Watson, I believe that was, hit the ridiculous like fall away 3 there, and now I'm giving it to Chris Douglas Roberts, who's gonna completely not follow the play. He's going to hit Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight's going to up fake and then put that one in. Marshawn Brooks just not too good at defense, and that's really where he struggles in his real life game. A lot of people like Marshawn Brooks. Celtics actually originally drafted him, then traded him for Jawan Johnson. A lot of people are not a big fan of that move, but I love Jawan Johnson. I really wish the Celtics would just sign him already since he's a free agent currently. But this was really Iman Shumpert's coming out party, and it was a great time for it. Because this was the time when I think we lost 3 straight games coming into this. Not in the association, but in terms of me making videos and playing the games. and I need another scoring option. I didn't, you know, Batum is really going to be our main scoring option, but I don't know how to play with him that well yet, because just, you know, I mean, I'm just learning how to play with him. I don't know what his ability is off the dribble, stuff like that. Now, I obviously have guys like Greg Monroe and Dwight Howard who I've been playing with for, you know, Monroe about 2 years, Howard about a year now. I know what their offensive games are, and I think I need to kind of go to the pick and roll more often with them, go to post plays more often with them than I have been. So I'm definitely going to need to do that. But, you know, I think I figured out Iman Shumpert a little bit. He's, you know, he's a guy that I haven't watched too much in real life. I've seen a bit of him, but really, I mean, he obviously hasn't played. I think he's making his debut tonight, actually, which is Thursday. I'm recording this commentary on Thursday. He's making his debut tonight in London, I believe, which is actually happening right now, which I forgot about. Actually, the game's probably over, actually, because it's like 5:30 where I live, and I'm like, whatever, okay. Anyway, so, yeah, so, you know, he's a guy who I haven't really seen much of. He hasn't played this year, obviously, so I haven't seen the highlights of him this year, and he kind of came on really all of a sudden last year, I think, and, you know, I'm curious to see how he plays, but, you know, in this association, he seems to be a very fast and athletic guy who can drive by a lot of slower defenders, and I really figured that out today. I figured out that quick chin roll play that I used to run with Stuckey is pretty money with Iman Shumpert. He is fast, he can get to the rim, he's very athletic, he can dunk the ball. He's also a good shooter. I think I had been trying to shoot the ball with him too much. I think my original game plan with him when I came into this after the trade was, alright, he's going to be a guy who probably hits 9 points a game, maybe tops, maybe 8. And just hits a couple of threes for me off of, you know, dribble drive penetration. I really muffed that one, but penetration, and, you know, he's going to be that type of player. But I really think that I found something with him today. I think he's going to end up with 20 points or so, and you know, he can be a scoring option on this team. And if I develop him correctly, he's going to be a force in this league if I can develop him correctly. But anyway, get into the gameplay. We're down 15 here. The Nets are really pouring it on at this point. Shumpert with the ball is going to find Shabazz Muhammad. Is going to take that three. He's going to brick that one. Luckily, Andre Drummond all the offensive boards. Andre Drummond, he's in. I mean, I don't know if invaluable is the right word, but he's just become, you know, way more valuable than his stats are going to tell you. It's one of those things where you can't look at it in terms of fantasy basketball. You can't look at a guy and say, well, he's only doing this in terms of stats, so he's not, you know, a good player. You can't look at it that way. Andre Drummond is providing incredible rebounding for this team. He's a great shot blocker. He's not going to do anything on the offensive end for us too often, aside from maybe a pick and roll or something. You know, I can't give him the ball in the post and tell him to, you know, score or whatever. That's just not going to work. But coming off the bench, I've always said, off the bench, you need defense, rebounding, and shooting. And we got defense. You know, we definitely have scoring and shooting in Muhammad and Barnes. The defense isn't quite there with those guys yet. It's definitely not there with Isaiah Cannon. So our perimeter defense is a little bit lacking. That's why I'm really trying to develop Muhammad and Barnes. But in terms of rebounding, Jonas Jerebko not the best. Cody Zeller, decent. But Andre Drummond, man, he grabs everything. He's been invaluable to this team. I really feel like I could not replace him. But anyway, you can see we're on our comeback now. Shumpert running that quick chin drive play, getting right by Brook Lopez into the lane for the dunk. He's got 15 points now on the day. And I love Shumpert because he can run a little bit of point guard too, and that's what I really like. It saves me around to play Isaiah Cannon too much, who's a guy that I'm very shaky with. You know, he's a very streaky player. Taron Williams draining that three, though. Puts them back up by 6. That was really, really tough. But Brandon Knight's going to come right back. He's going to try and find some space. He's going to end up giving it to Iman Shumpert for 3. Yes, that goes in. I think that was actually... No, yeah, that was the 3. So, that was really great right there by Iman Shumpert. He's a great shooter. And definitely need to use him like that a little bit more if I can just learn to shot. I think he has the same stats as Brandon Jennings, actually. But at least on these rosters he does. Anyway, Dwight Howard with the dunk there. Batum's going to brick the 3. We're going to end up having to foul here, as you're going to see. We're going to end up fouling Joe Johnson. After the Nets hit a few more free throws, it's 103-98. Brandon Knight's going to create some space, pull up, and he's going to get that 3 to go. It's 103-101 now, but now it's going to become 105-101. Brandon Knight once again, he's going to cut the lead to 1. But the Nets would make 2 more free throws. They were going to hit their free throws all day long. It's the inbound with Brandon Knight. Time is winding down. He puts it up.
That's exactly right. A lot of for 3. Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes is right. Thank you very much, Kevin Harlan, for that call. We are going into overtime. What a shot. What a comeback. And Brandon Knight's doing it again. He is on fire. But yeah, I cut out most of the Nets free throws there. Every time I fouled them, they would make 2 free throws. It was ridiculous because Joe Johnson and Darren Williams are 2 very good free throw shooters, of course. But Joe Johnson's going to hit a 3 of his own there. So that's going to make it 112 all. Now 114 all. Very back and forth through this overtime period. Nicholas Batum with Gerald Wallace on him is going to try and drive. He's going to miss the tough layup of Dwight Howard on the offensive boards. He is so good at that. He's like a regular Jared Sullinger, right? No, I'm sorry. I'm saying that as a Celtics fan. But anyway, Darren Williams now with the ball is going to try and cut this, or actually tie the game up, and he's going to do so successfully there. 116 all, now 118 all. Joe Johnson with the ball, 40 seconds left. He's going to find Darren Williams wide open, but he's going to drive in and take the nice mid-range jump shot right there. You know it's Hall of Fame. You know Darren Williams is not going to miss a mid-range jump shot. So we're going to try and work quickly here, try to get a 2 for 1. I'm driving by, and I'm going to end up getting the nice slam there. So we are probably going to end up with a 2 for 1. So 120 all. Darren Williams ball with the ball quickly. Sorry, talking a little too fast here. He's going to make the tough fadeaway jumper. It's 122 to 120. Now it's 124 to 120. We got to get a 3 here. Knight is going to give it to Batum with a wide open look. And it's good. We cut the lead to 1. Still a chance now. 126, 123. Can Brandon Knight have lightning strike twice? He's going to try and create space. Oh, should he have shot it there? I don't know. He's going to try and... He's not really open. He puts it... Oh, that was just not a good possession. I probably should call for a screen there. I didn't really think I had enough time to, but yeah, that was a heartbreaking loss. I mean, we kind of stuck with them for like the first and third quarters, or like for the first quarter, and they kind of pulled away in the second, and we kind of came back late in the second, and then they pulled away again in the third, and then we really just started clawing our way back, and about the fourth quarter, it was a tie game or whatever, and we ended up going to overtime. Brandon Knight with a crazy game, 7 threes, incredible. Nicholas Batum also was 16, Dwight was 16, and 13, which is very good to see out of him. Obviously, we're going to need that rebounding once we get into the playoffs. So, like I said, let me know if you guys want to see like a recap video with league leaders and you know, awards and stuff like that for the next episode. Anyway, it's going to wrap it up for me. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. As I'm out. Peace.
Big Will in the building.